Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on the 20th of August 2025. So this evening we do have Hurricane Erin still raging away east of the southeast coast of the USA and west of Bermuda. Now, thankfully, the most destructive part of the storm, so the eye wall around here, this core of very strong potent winds here. Thankfully, those are staying well offshore. However, parts of the east coast of the USA, as well as the northern Caribbean, are still seeing some major impacts from the storm, particularly with storm surge and heavy rain. And there have already been casualties from the storm system, but thankfully, the very worst of the impacts have been avoided, but still, eastern USA on the coast has been evacuated due to storm surge in that part of the world. And for Ireland and the UK, all the way over here, we're interested in the storm because as it moves northwards and meets a jet stream on our latitude, it will have an influence on the jet stream. It could power it up, or it could make it more wavy. So there are two things that could happen here, or both possibly at once. And it's exactly how Erin interacts with the jet stream that determines how weather will be in Ireland and the UK for the last week of August. So this is quite a big factor in our weather. So I thought I'd just highlight that at the start. So moving on now to the high resolution UKV recent cloud forecasts. Now today was very dismal. On previous forecasts, we thought that the sun would come through in many areas of the east of the country this evening. However, it has stayed mainly cloudy, with only a few bright breaks breaking through in Ulster. And the UKV has now been updated to show those, only because by the time this run update is through the afternoon, it was cloudy, and so basically just updated based on what was happening. So it was wrong beforehand, but it's now right, only because it happens before it managed to right itself. But either way, yes, only a few clear spells this evening in the east of the country. Tomorrow morning, previous forecasts showed a really clear start in many areas of the Midlands, east and south. Now, only a few clear breaks. And to be honest, I'd be surprised if we saw even this. I think that it could be quite cloudy in the morning, frankly, quite overcast come Thursday morning. Moving into the afternoon, we see some high cloud coming through the country. A few light showers possibly in the north and west. Otherwise, quite a fine day. Some hazy sunshine, but that will be quite limited, I must say. Yes, but best of any sunshine possibly through the east and north in the evening. Now, going through into overnight period through towards Friday morning, you can see some low cloud comes back in from the west. And Friday, although we do see high pressure moving in over the country with winds going calmer, we see quite a lot of cloud around, so a lot of stratus and stratocumulus, and that will make for quite a gloomy day on Friday, unfortunately. Now going through towards Saturday, we see it starting off again quite cloudy, a few light areas of rain into the north. Although through towards the afternoon, we do see bright spells forming quite widely. Still a few showers, but these many scatters. And we go through towards Sunday, quite a similar day really, but southeasterly winds will freshen as the high pressure does transit eastwards. And we go through towards Monday morning and afternoon, be quite a decent day. Southeasterly winds are quite fresh at times on the south and west coasts, but apart from that, very fine day, and a bit warm as well by that point due to the change in the wind direction. So going now towards the temperature forecasts. Tonight will be a cool night, especially under clear spells, with temperatures there dropping towards the single figures. Thursday, we see highest temperatures, again quite cool, 19 to possibly in some bright spells, 21 Celsius. And I must say, today was a really chilly day, especially in the east. I'm on the east coast, and it was bitter all day. Quite a keen northeasterly airflow, a lot of clouds, and just not that great, if I'm being honest with you. Going through towards Friday morning, a bit milder, with more cloud cover, and into Friday afternoon, we see high temperatures of about, say, 18 to 21 Celsius. A bit warmer on Friday, a bit milder, with a lot lighter winds, but still very cloudy skies. Saturday morning, again, a bit fresh in some parts of the country, especially in the northeast. And Saturday afternoon, look at that. So temperatures are now bouncing back up as the high moves over us into our east. So temperatures of about 19 to 23 Celsius, and many areas reaching above 20 Celsius. So Saturday we'll see a recovery in temperatures, and Sunday, very similar story. And Monday, some areas might see even a 24 Celsius. So yeah, getting warmer through the weekend and into the start of next week. However, beyond Monday, we do see uncertainty increasing as ex-Hurricane Erin approaches us. Moving into the GFS then, so here's the GFS 12 set. You can see we now have high pressure towards Greenland and Iceland, and that's why we're bringing in this chilly northeasterly breeze and a lot of cloud cover coming in on that wind flow as well. Some moisture as well from the Irish and North Seas. Going through into the end of the week and the weekend, we see high pressure coming in more firmly over the country, so therefore winds will die down and the sun will try and break through more often, especially through Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and temperatures will rise. Now, by next Monday and Tuesday, we see the remnant of Erin coming through, and that will bring a battering of rain and winds through Tuesday and Wednesday. So autumn descends, looks like. And we keep going into the turn of the month. It stays cool and wet. Northerly winds by the 1st of September there. And looking really quite autumnal with that. And we keep going off and running into further spells of wet and quite breezy weather as well. Beyond that, so here's the ECM. The ECM, once again today, it's been quite cool and cloudy. Tomorrow, quite similar probably, especially in the east. But through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the high pressure does come through, and it does bring a warmer and dry weekend, and Monday as well. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we got this area of low pressure that will contain the remnants of Erin, and that will be bringing in plenty of rain and wind through the end of August and start of September. Really big storm blown up there, very small but potent by that point there, but really that's a long way off, and such a specific situation, should I say. Very, very exact and specific. A lot would have to come together for that to come off. And going through, possibly summer will be saying goodbye around Monday, Tuesday time, because I don't see any hints of it returning. Going through into the UK Met run, you can see that we have high pressure through the country through the rest of the week, getting nicer through the weekend and on Monday due to the fact that the high pressure will be over to the east, hence allowing a gentle southeasterly airflow to come through, and that will help break the cloud up and warm things up as well. And going through into Tuesday and Wednesday, ex-Hurricane Erin does come through, bringing in some rain and winds, and that's that. Here's a GEM 12 says, once again, getting nicer, finer through the weekends due to the high pressure changing position, should I say. Now going into start of next week, here comes that area of low pressure, bringing in rain, wind and showers. And towards the end of August, start of September, That low pressure stays over the country and can then rooted, bringing plenty of rain and showers with it, and etc. etc. Icon. Icon, once again, northeasterly winds through today and tomorrow will be easing through tomorrow afternoon, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, quite calm days, being honest with you, away from the southwest on Sunday and Monday, with plenty of fun and bright weather, but Friday does look quite cloudy. And going to end of next week, we can see actually that the high pressure to the north is a bit more intense, and that deflects low to the south, and we end up with quite a warm and wet pattern here. Arpege, but that is a bit, not that supported. It's more of a minority option, isn't it? So here is the arpege. The arpege, once again, today it's been cool and cloudy. Upper temperatures haven't been that chilly, but obviously just due to the fact that it's a northeasterly breeze coming all the way from like Svalbard and Scandinavia and the Arctic, basically, dragging a lot of cloud and moisture off the Irish Sea. It's quite chilly winds. Going through into Friday, this high pressure does ridge over the country a bit more, so we end up quite nice through Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and that is as far as we get with the arpege run to Monday morning, when we're still looking dry and bright, but there's Erin looking very ferocious to our west, ready to change the season. So thanks for watching, everyone. Big uncertainties now with Erin as to how it will influence our weather going into the start of autumn. So all eyes on Erin as ever, and make the most of these last few days of high pressure, because as I said before, once Erin comes through, it looks like low pressure will be the dominant factor for the foreseeable future. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.